here's another thing I do getting my horse started towards liberty. We have to make sure that they can move all their body parts. The first thing you start moving is their hips. So if your horse can't move their hips very softly, then it's time you worked on it. And when I mean softly, I don't mean the kind of thing where we're going in here like this to get them to move their hips. I mean where you point and they move their hips. So we start doing this by doing exactly that. We point and ask them to move their hips. So I'm going to point my whip at her hip, and I'm going to ask her to move her hip. And as soon as she does, she gets a treat, because that's how I train my Liberty as with clicker training combined. They always have an incentive for wanting to work. Nobody wants to work for free. So I'm going to get her head more straight here, and I'm just going to, I'll show you, I'll do it on the other side so you can see. I'm going to bring my whip around to make sure that I'm pointing it at her hip and not at her side. And I'm going to ask her to move her hips. She moved her shoulders a little bit more than I wanted, so I just asked her to step back by bringing my whip behind me and over here by her shoulders. I didn't quite think it was good enough for a treat, so I'm going to ask again and see if I can get a better step. I'm going to bring my whip over here. I'm just going to ask her to push her shoulders back that way. Good girl. She's thinking shoulders right now, and I don't want shoulders. I'm going to ask her to move her hip again. Okay, she tried harder that time, and there was a little less shoulders, so I'm going to reward her for it.